What's up, my divine beings? Just chilling, right? I'm over here in Santa Monica. We went down to Venice Beach. When I say we, I'm at a few soul fams, still in the 3D world, but I had to enlighten them a little bit because, man, I'm telling you, I ain't gotta go reaching. I realize that. That's a blessing. Like, I ain't got to go reaching for people because that don't feel right, you know? I shouldn't have to come up to anybody and don't be the soapbox preacher, right? So they keep on getting sent. And it's a beautiful thing. So it tells me that I'm in the right place, the right time, you know? So I went to Venice Beach. Man, it was dead. There wasn't shit there. Look what I got here, look. Got the carnival in the background. What? Ocean's right there. Got my fucking penthouse right there. I got my room right up there. Top floor type shit. You already know. Yeah, right. You know that's a lie. So check this out, right? I have this soul sister. And she was like, go get a tent in a bag. So I was like, thinking, I really didn't put much thought to it in the beginning. I said, oh, that's a kind gesture, you know, that's sweet of you, you know, on some just in case shit, right? But I get here and I see all these people getting sent to me, right? And I'm like in complete acceptance, like this shit is not phasing me. It's not phasing me. I'm cool. I'm peaceful. Even if I'm sleeping on a park bench right now, it's like where I'm supposed to be, and it's like, it's almost like some type of school or something. Like I'm supposed to be learning something out here from individuals, you know? Not saying that it's permanent and like I'm gonna be fucking living on the streets, but you know, who knows? A motherfucker might be out here for a month, whatever, few months. But now I think about her offering me, getting me a tent. I know nothing happens by accident. You don't hear nothing by accident. Things just don't get presented by accident. Everything is for a reason. So I had a thought like, wow, I think the universe wants me to be out here for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like another humbling experience. Because I had a roof over my head. I know what that's like. You know? And it's almost, you get too complacent. At least I do. You know what I mean? Not saying that I was never productive, but I felt like I could have been more productive, like considering, you know, roof over my head, got everything that I need. But now that I think about it, it was more of a distraction than anything, right? Because out here, you're like, man, there's so much bullshit going on that you have, you know, you want to steer clear of. You got to focus on your vision. So you ain't even fucking with any of this. You out hanging out in Starbucks or the library on some positive shit, on some goal-orientated shit, right? So it's more motivated to just drive because look at these conditions, you know? You don't want this shit forever. No, that's a great humbling experience. But come on now. This shit ain't for nobody, man. I seen a motherfucker at the bus stop sprawled out on the motherfucking concrete. He didn't look like he laid down. He looked like he fell out. But that's what I'm saying, like these people are fucking hurting, suffering. You know what I mean? And they think that, you know, I don't know what a lot of them think. Maybe that's why I'm here. But they don't know that they're holding on to things that are causing all this. They don't know that it's their mindset. They think that just God hates them and fucking they just came here to live a shitty life. You know, they turn into victims and fucking just thought that's who they were. But they didn't know that they were fucking divine beings, you know? But, you know, some people do. Some people you got to realize, like, if you go to help or, you know, you think they come to you for, like, some type of assistance, you know, you're supposed to, you know, share a kind word. But maybe this is their fate. Maybe this is the lesson they came here to learn. and you can't fuck with their timeline, you know? So you could already tell when you say something to them and they maybe take it the wrong way or tell you to mind your fucking business or just ignore you straight up, then you know, like, okay, this ain't for them, you know? But I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, stay positive. That's all I got going on up here, like, complete guidance. Fucking nuts. It's beautiful. I don't like to use them words because I don't want to be like, oh, you know, he thinks it's crazy. Oh, no, I don't. I think it's beautiful. It's just, you know, I'm stuck sometimes using 3D analogies and shit. So I try to replace them words with like, nah, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's magical. It's magnificent. Freaking divine freaking greatness, right? But yeah, they got the fucking carnival over there. We got the beach. It ain't even that chilly. It's probably like 50 degrees. So I'm decent. But what sucks is there's no fucking stores around here. But like I said, this is temporary. So I ain't even tripping. It's going to work out, you know? Like I said, complete acceptance. But there's so many people on the streets here. You don't even know. Like we drove past this one place on the bus, and when I looked across, it was like a church, I think, with a long ass, you know, not a porch, but like a pair of steps. And there was like at least 10 or 15 freaking like, I need to remove that word. Like sleeping bags, people sleeping, sprawled out on that concrete. I'm like, damn. But here's the thing, you know, that's not a choice to them. Some of them maybe. Some of them think they just caught a bad hand or, you know. But it's all good. It's all good, you know. Can't save them all. That's one thing. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not really trying to save anybody. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm just being the example, really. You know? So I just get out my fucking ego because I could feel it in a sense. I could hear it. But like I said, I mean, I'm just empowering myself. But sometimes you got to step up out of that because... Whoa! Almost went down. Yeah, it's actually really beautiful here. It's really beautiful. But I can't... One thing I realized is I have to put on... I have to have that, like... Not a dickhead, but... like, people take it as being dickhead because you're so solid in your boundaries. See, people will take that as you being an asshole. But that's just you setting boundaries and respecting yourself and having fucking self-respect and self-worth and saying, no, man, I ain't standing for that shit. You know what I mean? So, like, if a motherfucker wants to try to ride a coattail, like, they're kicking it with me, like, we're partners, I'm going to have to say, bro, I'm not even on that. You know, like, I'm on some lone wolf type shit, you know? Unless I, like, really feel like some type of connection. You know what I'm talking about, where you're just like, yeah, I already know. Like, I'm vibing with this person so hard. I already know. But I know I'm connected to that feeling. So if it's there, I'll know. But no. So setting boundaries, you know. I'm right here, like, right now. And if you ain't on some next level shit that I'm not on, I can't even fuck with you, right? Because we're the average of the 5 people we hang out with, right? So I want to hang out with people that are actually fucking greater than me. And I don't even mean that as in like a, you know what I mean? Just have a higher awareness, you know, a higher, you know, they're at a place where I would like to be in life. I'm not trying to be kicking it with motherfuckers out on the streets and shit. Hell no. Hell no. All of them. And like I said, you know, this don't come from judgment because this was my life at one time, but they're all self-medicating, whether it's alcohol, you know, fucking cannabis, hard drugs, all self-medicating, you know? So, you know, I can't even fuck with that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to kick it with you while you're drinking and shit, and that ain't my shit. Hell no. But we'll see where this goes, you know? We'll see where it goes, because I've been receiving my guidance, and the message that I got was like, hang tight, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but a few things need to get put together, so just be patient. And I'm like, all right. And maybe that's why I'm so accepting, you know, because like, that's what I'm telling you, like, there's this connection out here that you can connect to, where you're so intertwined in this motherfucker, where you're just getting pulled. You're just getting pulled. And it's almost like, and I hate saying this, right? Because motherfuckers, like, I'm not putting no labels on anything, but it's almost like when Jesus Christ went through his thing and it was just complete trust and acceptance. Like, I'm not saying I got any of that. I'm not trying to get nailed to no, I ain't accepting no motherfucking crucifixion or anything like that. Hell no, I ain't got that type of acceptance yet. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like just taking this journey and like being out in the elements and not fearing it and knowing that you're protected regardless, you know? Like, I always say a prayer, you know, me, because I could be careless at times. Like, I got my shit over there, you know, and I should be right up on it. And I'll be like, Archangel Michael, you know, protect me of my carelessness. Keep an eye on my shit, please. But, you know, the people that I met over there, like, the funny thing is they came from Washington as well, Seattle. And they don't know that they're on their path right now, you know. They're still sleeping. But the younger dude, you know, this next generation, like, even the kids that are sleeping still have, like, remember some things, but they're not conscious that they remember, you know. Things like energy and shit like that. And, so, I see it with a lot of the kids, like, that are, like, anywhere from, like, I don't know, 18 to 22, 24. But I'm out here, you know, and I know I'm out here tonight because I Google searched any type of shelter, any type of, you know, any of that, and I'm cooked. But it's cool. It is all right. Like, at worst comes to worst, I can go hang out at the carnival. I mean, how could you complain about that, you know? Like, it's a blessing. Hey, and check this out. City Wi-Fi. Fucking city Wi-Fi. So I'm connected right now. So I'm decent. Like, I even think I could post this video right now. I don't know how fast it is, but I'm going to check it out. Y'all might get a video tonight. But tomorrow, I might have to slide over and get a motherfucking tent. Because it's looking like that, right? It's looking like that. That's how I took that, was like, you might be out here for a little bit, you know? Accept that. But you'll be supported as you need. Not what you want, but as you need. See, the funny thing is I keep on getting that song fucking by the Rolling Stones. You don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. And I'm like, I used to fucking, back, like, before I was, like, so accepting, it kind of hurt my feelings, you know? It kind of, like, was like, fuck you, universe. Why can't I get what I want? You know what I mean? Thinking I was self-entitled to some shit, right? Because I'm fucking, you get that spiritual ego shit, like, but I'm chosen. Or not in that sense, but in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going through this awakening, you know, so I came here with this fucking divine purpose, so I have to be supported. You are supported. And if you don't think you're supported, fucking hold your breath, right? And see how long you could do that for. People forget that that's being supported. That is support from the universe. Every breath that you fucking get, that is your support. So, now you know. But yeah. You know, this is decent. Decent as fuck. Like, I got this badass tree right there. Super badass in the background, right? Oh, man. Come on. Hey, and it doesn't end there. Got a big ass cannon for that ass. Oh, shit. I might be sleeping on that motherfucker. And then I got the binoculars if I want to get my creep on. We good. You know? It's not, I swear, like, I guess when you choose it, it's a lot easier. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I chose this, so it's easy. It's easier to accept it. But, like, when the universe throws that shit at you and you ain't ready for it, no, that's a different story. It's a totally different story. But Santa Monica Boulevard. Got a nice little bridge over there. Yeah. You know, this is the type of town, if you really wanted to, you could walk around and just search around. It's kind of like, it's like almost like a small city, big city, right? But we'll see where this path unfolds. I'll just continue doing the little bit of writing that I've been doing. Fucking whatever else I get. Maybe I'll get some type of guidance. You know, what really needs to happen is I need to what's up, buddy? I need to manifest these resources and the assistance for these fucking brands. And I know that will come into play. And I have complete confidence that I'll attract it when it's ready. You know? When it's ready. So yeah, just keeping clear on the vision, you know? Not letting anybody talk you out of your own decision. Like, that is what is so important on your journey. It's the most important thing. You're fucking making your own decisions. Right? Because, you know, the two individuals that I attracted or, you know, showed up on my path, they fucking, damn, what was I saying? Kind of lost my train of thought. I totally lost my fucking train of thought. Don't you hate when that happens? That's crazy. But yeah, I wonder why I brain farted right there. I like looked at the clock. I don't know. But, making your own decisions, right? It showed up, but it wasn't me. But I was aware of it, and I was like, and it made me remember how important it truly is to make your own decisions. Because that shit will throw you clean off your fucking path. Fucking allowing motherfuckers to make your own decisions, or saying, hey, you want to do this, or, you know. And another thing that popped up, which the reason why I'm sharing this is because this just ain't happening to me. This is happening to everybody, but no one fucking acknowledges it. No one acknowledges it. But, like, people mirror these things to us. Like, another guy that when I was down in LA that rolled up, I didn't really necessarily attract him, but the people I was talking to started talking to the guy, and we all started talking and we're kicking it and whatnot. But every time he left, he went to go explain himself, saying, hey, I'm going to go down the way and woo-wop the bam and I'll be back. And I'm like, I'm not your daddy. You ain't got to tell me. You're a grown man. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. You know, and he's like, oh, you're right. You've got it. Yeah, he's like, you're definitely right. And I went to go walk off and I heard myself say something similar. And I'm like, oh, shit. That dude was mirroring that back at me. I was like, and it just made me aware that, like, fucking, I'm here. It's me, and I'm here, and I'm my support system, and I can't let anybody deter me. I'm on my path, and nobody dictates where I'm going. You know what I mean? And I don't have to explain anything. I don't have to explain when I'm walking off. Even to the people that, you know, I feel like were, you know, divinely sent in my path. Like, I have no attachment. I'm not like, oh, what are you guys doing? And fuck all that, man. That shit just don't feel right, you know? And that's my spirit like saying, yeah, that shit ain't right? But my ego's like, well, I don't want them not to like me, because the ego loves to be liked, you know? So it puts himself in stupid ass situations just for fucking validation, right? And you can't compromise your fucking yourself, your spirit, your purpose at the sake of fucking validating the ego. You can't. You can't do it. And that's why I'm fucking aware of all this shit going on. Because my spirit's like, be careful of that fucking sneaky ass ego trying to get validated, fucking explaining himself when he's walking off. Hey, I'm gonna go down here, go to the store, man, I'll be back, or blah, 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 blah. No. Walk off. You know? And then if anything gets said, then the boundaries get set. Like, bro, I'm grown as fuck. Fucking doing my thing, bro. But yeah, you know, I think that's why I got so much rest. Like, the universe was like, yeah, you better get your rest in. You know, let me chillax that whole year. Because they were like, you got some work to do. And there was a lot of messages that were saying that. Like, you got work to do. Like, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but you got some work to do, you know? And back then, the ego was like, fuck, work. I don't want to fucking have to, like, I want that shit just to come to me because I fucking deserve it, because the ego is so, it deserves things. No, the ego don't deserve shit. But the spirit is worthy. It's fucking worthy. You know? Careful of that deserving shit. You already got what you deserved. Everything that is within you, that is attached to you, there you go. That's what you deserve. Now it's up to you to take that and create what the fuck you need to create. Because every time your head lifts off that pillow in the morning, you got everything you fucking need to create a great day. You just got the illusion that you don't, because you wait for fucking permission slips to be happy, to be excited, to be fulfilled, to feel joy. That shit ain't gotta be like that. Man, before I left Washington, one of my little earthly spirit guides, my little earthly angels, gave me a big ass bag of candy, you know? And I'm like, damn. I love candy, so I'm grateful. But you know, like, I eat candy. If I have it, I eat it. But I've been sharing the fuck out of it. Like, honestly, like, I've noticed that shift in me. Like, I used to be a stingy fuck because I lived in lack. But now I know that regardless, like, be giving, you know? Because it's, and you're not giving because it's going to come back, but just give and just know that you will receive. Even in the process of giving, you're receiving, you know? But it just feels right. And I used to have, you know, even when I had money, like when I had, you know, I really shouldn't have been worrying about money at the time, which I was, but I was fully supported. But in the fucking 3D mindset of worry, fear, not enough, that I didn't see how many blessings I fucking had. You know, and I used to fucking live in lack and fucking just hold on to my shit. Petty as fuck. And now I'm here and I realize just how important it is that you could just be giving and receive, like, just be given, and just know that the universe is going to support you. But yeah. And now it actually feels good to give now. It used to never feel good. It felt like I was giving something, like a piece of me away. And that's how attached to this fucking material we are. That when we give something, it feels like we're giving a piece of us away. But we're not. But that's the attachment that you have it to it. And you gotta let that shit go. That's how you know how attached you are. Is when you give something, you feel like you're giving yourself away. And that shit don't even belong to you. But the ego thinks it does. But I'll tell you what. Bam. That shit belonged to you. It would fucking evaporate in thin air and go with your spirit. But it won't. It won't. So why attach yourself to it, right? Fucking A. Oh, either way, these videos will probably be a little bit longer because I really ain't got shit to do, right? Fuck it. I mean, if you like kicking it with me, then you'll watch them, right? That's the way I see it. Like, I'm not on that fucking whole YouTube algorithm shit. You know, I had to leave that mindset. Like, oh, better keep the videos under fucking 10 minutes and fucking all this other shit. Hell no, because I know the people that I'm connecting with feel it. And I'm already connected to them. And, you know, they like the channel. So, it's cool. So I could just rant. And if, you know, it gets boring, fuck, you guys got a button, right? You got a button there. Free will button. Click. Peace out. Peace. But yeah. Tomorrow I'll have to jump on the bus and go maybe to Walmart or something. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out though. I'm going to fucking figure it out. That's for damn sure. Did you know in California, they at Jack in the Box, they let you use your food stamp card? I just found that out. Like, I haven't done it yet, but I guess it's a pretty fucking nice thing to know if you want some hot food. That's crazy, because you're not allowed to buy prepared food on fucking food stamp card. Like, California is different. California lives outside the box, like, straight up. Like, I even ran into this dude on the bus stop. It was this older gentleman, and he was like, California's the best place to live, by far. And I'm like, there you go. There's my confirmation. Best place. Feels like it. You know? Feels like it. I just got to get planted, right? Like, this is new. You know? This is new. And if it, as long as I maintain this fucking state of being, I'm fine. I feel great, you know? And if I do get a fucking tent and I know I have like some type of shelter around me where I got my own peace of mind and I could put it in maybe my own little piece of the corner of the earth somewhere here in California where I don't get fucked with, man, you ain't gonna hear a peep out of me. Come on now. I've dealt with worse. I remember, since we're here, I'll fucking tell you a childhood story. So, when I was, I was freshman, right? I was freshman in high school. And I had just moved to this town called Joliet, which was kind of like hood, right? It's definitely got its hood places, right? And at the time, I've been living in the suburbs for like the last, 4 or 5 years, right? So I got comfortable there. And when I moved to Joliet, it was kind of a culture shock. And I used to always come back to Plainfield because that's where my friends were at. Well, my mom didn't like driving me out there because it was such a far distance. And my mom always lived in lack. It was, I ain't got enough gas. Always crying about money. Always whining about money. And very seldomly would I get her to get me out there. And sometimes I would have to be like, you know, tell her I was like sleeping over or whatnot. Knowing I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Wow, I think there's an owl up there. It's a hawk? Yeah, look at. It sucks you guys can't see. There's a hawk right up there. I wish you guys could see. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. It's a hawk just flew up there. Well, anyways, that was my spirit animal. So, I got her to drive me out there. And when I got out there, and it was winter time. It was fucking cold. And I got her to drive me out there, and, you know, I was hanging out with some friends, and I didn't always speak up for myself, right? Like, hey, man, you think I could sleep here? I never liked asking for shit, right? Because I had no self-worth. So that time, I didn't have a place to sleep. And my mom wouldn't come pick me up. She wouldn't come pick me up. So I roamed the streets all fucking night. And I slept in one of those half-built houses that were just framed. And I fucking just like curled up in a piece of fucking, I didn't know it at the time, but that insulation shit, that fiberglass shit, I was like laying on it because it was like some type of cushion. Got me all fucked up and itchy, and I'm in the asshole cold and got no fucking ride. His mom lives in Lac. Couldn't fucking spare. That's the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit how we're raised. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. And, yeah, that's how, yeah. So, I fucking slept out in the bitter ass cold at the age of fucking like 15 because I didn't get picked up. And I didn't speak up for myself. So, it was my doing. You know what I mean? But it was my circumstances as well. So, I've been through some asshole weather out in the elements. But it's a little different when you fucking do it to yourself rather than feeling like it's getting done to you, you know? But that's just a little story. That's how I grew up, you know? Like I didn't even bother asking my mom because I knew she was just going to be a whiny fucking, I ain't got. You know, and I don't mean to talk. I'm not talking down on my mom. Like, this is just her programs. I love my mom. I love my mom's divine fucking essence, but her programs, not so much. And that's okay to say, because when we call people assholes and bitches and dicks and out their names, we're not necessarily calling the spirit of that person any of them names. We're really referring to their programs. And if you could just understand that, not that it gives you an excuse, like, let it be a last fucking, you know, option type shit, like, wow, this dude really needs to be told about himself, you know? But, I don't know, that's my opinion. I mean, that's what feels right to me. Maybe it doesn't feel right to you. Maybe you fucking think, oh, this guy ain't spiritual at all. He's a dickhead. But that's what's flowing through me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I could feel like, wow, I'm a dickhead. But it felt right. And when it feels right, it has to be right. You know? Even when you're calling one of your soul families out on their program, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it, and it, like, in a sense, it hurts. But in a sense, it felt right as well. Like, that needed to be done, you know? It needed to be done. And that's okay. But state, like, look. This comes from love. Like, whenever I say this stuff to speak, it says it comes from love. I promise it does. And if you don't, your program ain't allowing you to see it, and I can't do anything about that. But this comes from love, you know? And that's the shit we gotta do. We can't let people's fucking programs run rampant around us without calling them out. And if they can't communicate with you, like the divine being that they are, kick rocks. You're not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Like, that means we're out of fucking vibrational link. When there's no communication and you want to take everything fucking personal, shit's dead. You know what I mean? That was what was going on in the last place I was staying with. Like, I couldn't even communicate because everything was fucking personal, you know? And everything that I said came from love. But how I say it, you know, like, you know when I talk and I'm really passionate, you hear it, there's like a fire in my fucking voice. Well, they always say it sounds like I'm talking down to them. I said, no, that's your fucking program. That's your program. Thinking, oh, they're talking down to me. They're talking down to me. Talking down to who? Who's talking down to what? You know, because no one can talk down to you unless you believe they can. And that's what I'm talking about. Like that voice that you heard me, that they think that's talking down to them. It's your fucking program being offended, trying to defend itself, getting in panic mode because it feels threatened. But if you're aware of this shit, you can calm it down. You could step away from it. You could step in the presence of that. But if you ain't fucking healing, you ain't gonna become aware of it. And I'm not calling anybody out, but you could tell. You could tell who's doing the healing, and you tell who ain't. You know? And some people will get put in your life. They'll get put in your life and play that spiritual role. And you'll begin to think that they're your fucking... I'm not saying that they're not your soul family, because if they're here and you spend time with them, yes, they are. But some of them are there to fucking distract and play that part where you think just enough that, like, mate, I think this person's in there. You know, I could see them wanting to do the work, but you just don't see them doing it. You see them talking about it and maybe putting on a front around certain people, but you see it. You see the programs. Like, just being around them, just, you see them. Like, you're fucking, something within you's like pointing them out. You're not verbally always saying them, because you'd always be talking then. But sometimes they're distractions, you know, and you have to honestly say, like, okay, is this person really gonna are they really supposed to be here? And maybe they are, but maybe you're supposed to depart for a little bit and then let the universe fucking cross your path again. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if it ain't, it ain't. Either way, don't judge it. You ain't a bad person. But you have to be discerning. You have to. You have to. This is your life. And you have to start questioning who's in it and who's there to support you. You know? Because our ego likes to be validated so much that it would hang on to someone to think that this is one more fucking person that could validate me and I don't want to lose them. You know, instead of being the spirit saying, like, I don't know, this motherfucker just ain't doing the work and I don't see how this is going to work out. I'm not sitting there trying to carry anybody, right? Because we're not here to carry anybody, no. We're all supposed to put a little part in. Put our part. No one's carrying anybody. You should be carrying your damn self. But you know deep in your heart. And I'll say this right now. The people that I was staying with, I'll question. I don't know. I'll fucking question straight up. Because... Just because some shit that just went down, like, fucking accused me of stealing a crystal. A fucking crystal. A little baby crystal. And even if I fucking did, there was a fucking dime a dozen of them. And you would have just been petty enough to mention it. You know what I mean? Come on now. That's the shit I'm talking about. And that makes me question certain shit. But I'm not here to fucking get into it. I'm just giving you an example out of my life. You know what I mean? And maybe the universe, you know, made that happen to make me further confirm, like, hey, that was a stepping stone. Be grateful. Say your thanks, you know. And if you get the opportunity to send them a blessing and it feels right, then go right ahead. But if not, then live your life. You know what I mean? Nothing's personal. And yeah, I'll be in a situation one day where, you know, maybe I'll be learning the other side of that coin. But that's life and that's acceptance, you know. Sometimes you're playing a certain part where it feels okay, you know. And then sometimes you're in them other person's shoes and it doesn't feel so great. But as long as you're aware of it and just saying this is what it is, then it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Man, y'all getting a sneak peek video. I don't know how many people are going to watch this through, but I'm just kicking it, you know? But that's, I don't know. If I had anything else to say, it would come. But how about that hawk? That's what I'm saying. Everything's a sign. That was just letting me know how much of a fucking warrior I am, you know? Like, you're strong. You're a fucking predator. That doesn't even sound good. I'm a predator. I got my sus spectacles on. I'm gonna grow me out a sus stash. Get my predator on. But no, I'm gonna go to a gym tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, I forgot. Because I knew I had some type of plan. It's just, like I said, I'm just in the moment. Straight up, like, I've noticed that. Like, I'm more in the moment. Like, I'm not spending too much time in my fucking programs, you know? I'm more out here. And if I'm in here, it's on some positive shit. Like, you are a fucking divine warrior of love. Fucking just being your greatest potential. Just being. And it's all love. And it's crazy because I'm attracting, like, high vibing people for the most part, you know? Like, and, you know, I'm constantly aware of that validation shit, and I'm gone from it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you, in a sense, you can't avoid, like, when you hear somebody say something, say they compliment you, that validation, that feeling is going to be there, like, oh, yeah, you know, but you're aware of it. It doesn't go nowhere. You're just aware of it. And you're like, whoa, you know, like, don't want to get too close to that. Like, yeah, that's cool, you know, but hey, no. Hey, bro, I'm doing something, man. I'm on my shit, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Boundaries. You got to set boundaries, bro, because motherfuckers will disrespect your shit, man. You got to you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm going to slide, like, tomorrow. Like, I can't get intertwined with nobody, bro, because that shit ain't even cool. Like, motherfucker, like, that universe will have people overstep your boundaries to see if you're going to fucking communicate them. And you have to step in that fucking power and be like, whoa, bro. You see me doing me, bro. I said I was going to make a video, bro. That's disrespectful. And you got to set boundaries. You have to. Or a motherfucker will walk right all over you. Especially out here in these streets. Especially in these streets. But like I said, that's life. Ain't nothing like life. As long as you stand your own. You know what I mean? Who needs bullets? As soon as you pull it, you sweat bullets, right? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You don't need bullets. All you need to sound is powerful. Like, bro. Woo wop, woo wop. But that's it. Use your words. Use your words. Communicate. Because can't nobody do it for you. Can't nobody do it for you. Either way, I'm here. You have a blessed day. Love ya.